Is it working? Okay. Hi guys! Welcome back to some more Disco Elysium. So, we found out who the 8th Hardy Boy is. Um, it's Ruby, of course, it's a woman. And she's the leader. And we're trying to look after her. So, yeah, that's, oh, we have quite a lot of, stuff. Side quests. But yeah, we're looking for her. We'll start with these guys over here because we missed them last time, and then we can go and check out the church. We haven't checked it yet. We talked about with the ravers to do it, so that would be a good time. Superstar cop. What are we doing with thoughts? Oh yeah, homosexual underground. Maybe this one, maybe this one, and maybe this one. I really don't like losing the free money from Encyclopedia. Yeah, and grab the armor, presumably.
Hello, I'm Gary. How do you do, officer?
What?
Yellow man. I mean, officer.
What? He literally just called Kim Yellow Man in his face like that. Bring the handcuffs. Arrest him. Shoot him. Remove his testicles.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook.
I would take out my fucking penis and slap him over the face with him. Did the fable lucky racist from forever ago? Seems familiar,
Yellow
but I
man.
don't...
Interesting. This is something to ask him about after a little probing first.
It's not Measurehead, so he's not the competitive
I'm
racist.
just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
Not a lover of the great
I
outdoors.
like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
What do you mean by degenerates?
This man respects authority too much. To see the truth inscribed upon thine own visage. Pretend thou art a paragon of virtue.
Well, it's perfect. I'm sure you've been tempted
Oh,
to drink.
I've been tempted. But someone has to stay strong for Revocol.
Revocol.
He pronounces Revocol with a hard K, unlike other people. Serious question time. This man is no innocent. No one is.
I like to pronounce it the hard way. The old way. The Vespertine way.
It's a secret rite. A very fringe nationalist handshake, probably.
Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that.
So you do know something about it?
No. Nothing. He was some kind of mercenary. But everyone here knows that. I'm just glad to hear you're looking into it. That's all.
He's not feeling very comfy in his clothes, is he? Strange. He didn't kill him or anything, but there's something going on here.
Are you a
No.
cryptozoologist too?
I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
There probably is a follow-up to this, but you can't think of any. Doesn't matter. Waste of time anyway. Gotta
You
keep
were
moving.
surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sail. I meant no offense, truly.
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next racist will be a really good one? Well, this is that racist.
Ah, our lucky racist. You're right, Leishan. Will you grant us free wishes, Gary? Are you, Gary? Are you a racist? It's nothing compared to Measurehead. The previous race is better. Honestly true. Like you can't beat Measurehead.
Hey, man, all I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact.
Putin is a native of Revachol.
Oh, yes. Of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections. Let's change the subject, okay?
Sounds like some conspiracy topic. You might be able to discuss it with him when the lieutenant isn't here. If you can remember it. Return without the lieutenant. For this, your balance organ thinks it's a waste of time. Your gut feeling tells you it'd be interesting.
Maybe even more interesting if we learn the race theory from Measurehead.
My mug? Why would you think that?
His eyes widen at the sight of the mug. He's seen it before, all right.
Said yellow man, that's not something many people go around saying.
Really? I hear it all the time. All in jest, of course. No offense meant to anyone. Okay, I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have, and I am very sorry, officer. You're not going to find me, are you?
Oh yes, I am.
Okay, I deserve that. And I won't do it again. You have my word. I don't know what got into me.
20
Stuffing
round.
my garbage in another man's property, it's... I've been having trouble at work lately. The Quakos are price dumping us out of competition.
What did you do, Gary?
Nothing. Nothing. Just answering some questions. Helping out the law.
Should have demanded all his worth. You know what? We should have, but probably he wouldn't have paid us if we demanded 250. How did you get into the trash
I
can
know a
pit?
guy who works with the trash collection services. CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash containers of Martinez,
Why would you need to get into
so
everyone's
I can use
trash?
the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn humans run it like a mob. I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced myself.
Disgraced? No need for the histrionic, sir. It was, after all, just a trash container.
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer.
Officer, please, let me explain. It's not like that.
Please do
I was
explain.
only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know? Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. I put them into the Whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly. Okay, I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too.
Right. It was just civic duty.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Civic duty.
As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads, against one another as they roll across a hardwood floor. You've heard this sound before, but where?
You don't know anything about the victim's missing armor with you.
Armor? No. I mean, yes. Of course. I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it.
An infant could see he's not telling the truth, but he's too scared to admit more wrongdoing.
He has the armor.
There's something going on here. You should observe him more closely after this topic is concluded.
What sound? Really? There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Insects, trash. Could be the wind shifting some garbage nearby.
The sound you heard was not the sound of something easily abandoned.
I hope I could help your investigation in my small way.
Don't be so relieved yet, Gary. This bad cop may have been in your apartment, admiring your mug collection. Perhaps a little intimidation?
Ooh. Live in an apartment nearby.
Sure do, officer.
His eyes narrow slightly. He's wondering where this is going.
Oh, quick save it. Ah! I can't, I'm in the middle of a conversation. Mr. Clare must be very angry with
Mr.
you.
Everard? So you work for Everard Clare? Officer, please tell him we're good. No, tell him I'll make it up to him. What have I done? He'll send the muscle after me.
As he lowers his tone, he hunches his back.
I was probably talking too loud in the whirling the other night about some theories. Stupid. Shouldn't have run my mouth loud like that. I
No,
won't
you
do it
shouldn't
again.
have.
If there's anything I can do to assist you, or the Union, just ask, okay? I'll try to help if I can.
This scared him proper. He's positively melting from fear. Has to prop himself up with a lot of anger to keep it together.
The weather vane has turned. He cannot be unturned.
He clearly liked his squirming. He
Nice.
may even have changed his mind about the whole door opening operation. That shirt looks
Easy.
very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to rip out from underneath. Yes, like a piece of ceramic armor, for example. One that makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other, resembling pearls or marbles, stolen from the corpse in the yard near where he lives.
Nice. Let's see what more skills can we get at this point. So let's get some kind of superstar.
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once. I was ashamed of what I did. And I didn't want you to know.
We're not detecting falsehood, sire. He's gearing up to admit the truth.
Gary, what's going on?
Later, Morale. I've got apologizing to do.
No, you've got explaining to do.
He sighs again, hangs his head, and
Yay!
unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat, but so
Nice.
light to hold, like a bag of cotton.
Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they'd scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling.
Now that's missing is the helmet. True.
So I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up there, and I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here. Only the cuirass was left. So I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble, I wouldn't have... Fuck.
We're detecting sincere contrition here, sire. He's not trying to flatter anyone.
It's okay. It was a loose end, and you are tying it up now.
I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man. Sealite officers commanded the suzerain's navy. Most of them sided with the king when...
Oh.
They were thoroughly conservative men, he realizes suddenly.
You know, kill them.
I always thought it was the Union, but I sure as hell won't go around saying that anymore. You have my word. I don't know, and I won't be running my mouth on this subject anymore.
This is all he knows.
Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again. I won't mess with Mr. Clare either. You...
Nice. At least we made the races slightly better, and we got an armor for it as well. Look at that. It reduces our empathy, but increases pain threshold and volition. Oh, you can wear it underneath. Interesting.
Here we go. Nice and easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officers.
His self-conscious enthusiasm renders his movements ungainly. He looks like your understanding of a scientist.
Must be more real.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
4 years of paycheck you've got. Oh yes.
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your appearance.
You don't seem too
Oh
happy.
no, it's all right. I'm just busy.
Well, that's simple.
What's this about? Ah, of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
The 881 is a raised motorway
Money.
that separates Martinez from Jamrock. The labyrinth of streets underneath it makes it difficult to pass, not like walking over a nice water lock.
We told the whole story.
Oh, good. We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary. We can go soon. If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the Phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
Have you seen a woman with red hair who seemed to be on the
I'm
run?
afraid not, officer.
Damn it.
I've been busy digging around in the reeds for
Ah.
days, looking for signs of insect activity. I'm less interested in mammalian concerns, to be perfectly honest.
The lieutenant takes a short note in his notebook, then gestures for you to proceed.
Maybe our best is Phasmid you're looking for.
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it.
What makes it difficult to
Good
find?
question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there? And I suspect it may have also developed other specialised techniques to protect itself from predators, or scientists, in our present case. It's
What
my
kind of
hypothesis
specialized techniques?
that it has evolved certain electrochemical defenses that allow it to interfere with animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex.
What?
But I cannot describe how these defenses work, much less how they evolve, without studying a live specimen.
How big is
I'm
it?
expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So,
Whoa.
Seems puny, to be honest.
typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for.
They are, to be honest.
Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian Phasmid would be the apex of my, of any, cryptozoologist's career. But to study it and its defences, find out how it stayed hidden so long. Very little,
Discovered
I'm
so
sorry
long.
to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts. Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
I know it's real.
It's clear that his obsession with the Phasmid is driven by something more than the pure pursuit of scientific advancement.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian Phasmid is more than mere superstition.
Yeah, so there has been
Yes,
sighting
the most
here.
recent sighting was by a couple of teenagers along the coast here. That's what brought us to Martinez specifically. It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore.
Maybe it has
I have to
died down.
resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
He means asexual reproduction. The females of the species don't need to mate to produce viable eggs. This makes it easier for a species with a small population to survive.
Female reproducing without males? A travesty, a crime against passion and common sense. This arouses no special feelings in me.
Yes, the Insulindian Phasmid is a very clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch. But as a scientist, I try my best to remain dispassionate. Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick.
Yeah,
Yes.
designed them. Wow, do they
Simple.
work?
Attracted by the locusts, the Phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can get back out. At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate
Right
exoskeleton.
here they would say no hole, no goal. Yeah.
Locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course. But we've hypothesized that the Insulindian Phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm. A meat-eating stick insect? Does it pretend to be the reeds as part of its ambush behavior? This seems unlikely.
Carnivore stick insects seems unlikely.
Thank you for your opinion. We have also included plant material in the traps
Nah.
to satiate your skepticism. They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought.
The traps do seem to be deftly and thoughtfully constructed. It's clear that
Yes. What?
Yeah, it's pretty eager for it.
And I'm eager to return to her, I assure you. But I can't leave before we finish with these traps. My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
Come on, Morel. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch weed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
No, Phasmid is so important.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting, on record. One of only 4 this century, and it's hers.
Oh.
she's seen it.
Yes, that's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine. Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian Phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
You could go back, warm up, and come back.
No. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the Phasmid were to starve while we were sipping tea at the hostel?
He's dead set on this.
Damn.
I could go for some trap setting.
What if we check the traps?
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
Chaos is my method. Looking for someone hiding on this very coast. Looking for another thing might lead us to us.
Why not? At least it will give us the excuse to look into a lot of reeds.
That it will. That it absolutely will. I hope you brought your good boots. There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there. It's very near. Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there, on your way to the old radio tower, after the church. The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope, and among them, you should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid
What do I do
than
if there's a
sorry.
Phasmid in none of those?
Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight.
He's not comfortable with the possibility that you'll claim the find, but he's lying about this even to
What
himself.
if I encounter the Phasmid in the
That's
wild?
highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed. It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you,
Oh
or at least
god.
prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week.
Ugh.
Wise choice.
I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own research.
Right. Which means you two can pack up and go back to the whirling.
Finally, someone's talking sense.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask.
If it's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, you'll have time for that later too. But what if the information is vital? On the hunt.
How did you become a cryptozoologist?
I've just always liked animals and puzzles. Searching for cryptids is a bit of both.
Should have gotten it on thick. Yeah, maybe.
It's not child's play, just because I have to traipse through the mud every so often. Real. I know you think one is a respectable profession, while the other is superstition. Everyone does.
That trumps most of the garbage I've seen people do.
My methods do not differ from other scientists. I simply draw upon a wider variety of evidence. And I have more hope that something truly surprising
Has
might
anything
happen.
Truly surprising ever
No,
happened to
as
you?
I said, I have yet to catch a cryptid, although I have come close.
Interesting. Something for later, this close call.
Everything from forgotten regional lore to newspaper accounts, like the one that brought us here, to look for the Phasmid. I keep a very open mind.
He's interested in things that people believe that scientists don't.
You think other scientists don't listen to other people
Most
enough?
establishment scientists only care about reputation and remuneration.
That
not
is
real
true.
research, and certainly not the truth. They're a cowardly lot, and both the field and
That is
basement archives can be dangerous places.
A problem with science, which definitely doesn't help in our current anti-intellectual environment.
No, very few cryptids are ever discovered, and not for a lack of trying. To stay hidden is a cryptid's primary quality. It's even in the name, cryptid. Of the list of cryptids kept by the Cryptozoological Society of Chemney, which is 4,082 items long, about 2,000 have been confirmed as hoaxes. 2 are categorized as confirmed discoveries. The rest are in differing stages of discovery, refutation, and data collection. Yes, the Chateau Quan forest pygmy, who turned out to be an extinct species of primate, and a cave salamander from Yugograd, who is, honestly, quite unremarkable. It's in a zoo somewhere. We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves. More so even than the public. With cryptids, most cryptids are hoaxes or they are never found. That does not mean we should stop searching.
So after 2 out of 4,000 is not even 1%.
In fact, it is 0.05%. ever more magnificent, should our search contribute to making that number 0.075%.
He has clearly done his math on this.
Yep.
There is no surprising him.
Yes?
Hell
Hell no. I had no idea. And I'm still cross with him, to be honest. It's not like him. He's got his quirks, but dishonesty, disloyalty are not one of them.
Thanks.
Ah,
All right? What cryptids precisely? I usually discuss these things with specialists, so I don't know what.
We would have to discuss. He wants to say, but decides against it, since you've offered to help.
what cryptid did you almost catch?
A willow person. It's a long story. One non-specialists would find rather dull.
Willow people? Not at all.
They're not people, really. Some argue they aren't really animals, as they seem to have evolved directly from trees.
What?
They're very, very thin, almost flat in fact, and can camouflage themselves easily, wrapping themselves around trees and blending in with the tree bark. In that way, they're not too dissimilar from the Phasmid we're looking for here.
Maybe have seen these willow people without
You
knowing
probably have. Gary and I painted an entire grove's worth of trees in slow-drying paint. It was a bright lavender colour. I was hoping one of the willow people would get paint on it and not be able to camouflage itself. After waiting in hiding for hours, I saw a figure slip from one of the trees, a lavender shadow, dashing through the grove. I chased it with a net. Not very elegant. You can't be elegant in the field. And, well, it was faster than me.
A lavender shadow.
I know you think we were snacking on funny mushrooms.
it. Eh,
It's easier to mock someone than to admit that the world might be more interesting than you've imagined. Furthermore, I'm not saying it was a confirmed sighting. I'm painfully aware of what goes into verifying such things. There is a serious possibility that I saw a squirrel or a trick of the light. I am my own harshest critic.
I know this
He
guy.
makes it a real point here to sound falsifiable.
They're not saying of the Phasmid is that.
Confirmed. It's 100% verified and meets all the standards of an authentic cryptid sighting. By all means.
Okay, it's good enough. All right, let's blah blah blah. Let's get empathy. Why not? Okay, so let's check one of the. Say that one of the traps are here, right? Check them out, and then what's this? Money. Ah, there it is. Ooh. Oh, oversized superstar sunglasses. Nice.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before. Same mesh, same wiring. Behind you, the ruins of a residential building rise over the reeds, shielding them from the wind. The reeds rustle confidently. Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You
Fail
see
the
no
armor check.
carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
Shouldn't have been accusing him of having an all beads. Huh.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go.
Was hoping you'd be the
No,
first
you
one.
weren't.
Come on. Damn, such a party pooper today. Oh, what is this place? Completely missed this one.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Yeah, anal beads.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual, even in a general average bullet hole frequency in Martinez sense, meaning this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire, something you don't see these days. The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution. The destructive power of such tools proved to be too much. We do need to retain some humanity in this world.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across, unable to piece the...
Really? Oh my god. I do have glasses to improve that, but come on, 83%?
A scattering of bullet holes is spread. A row
There
of
we
ghostly
go.
shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them.
Oh.
dozen at least. The heads lowered and eyes blindfolded.
Execution.
It's quiet. No sound. No movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by.
Firing squad.
The
there we
coats
go.
of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. The sun blazes high up in the sky, baking the planks, the sand, your skin. The order was carried out in the afternoon. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains. The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle.
Yeah.
Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed.
Damn.
A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. 7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one? The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air, the lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Veld?
Another likely scenario.
Fell personnel when their assets were seized.
Or maybe...
People from the coalition, the
Yeah.
Moralists.
It's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
Interesting. This was a whole different place that we've missed. With the dude and everything.
There's no way the perp isn't here, officer. Look how scarred the boards are. All attempts to pry them off have failed.
Oh shit.
Not this time. The opposition is insurmountable, but I like the spirit. Have some points. It's lonely and cold without points.
The suspect? God, I hope not. I can't see a way in, though many have tried.
Oh, I missed this box. Found people. Ah, another phone. What was this? Is this a hat? People hat. Nice. +2 logic. Oh, this is amazing. at that. Oh, it's so good. Well, in any case, we can't go dressing around like that. We are an official officer of the law. But in any case, hope you all enjoyed watching. Make sure you like, subscribe if you want to see more. We'll end it over here, and yeah. You know what? Yeah, we do keep the pants. The pants are just so good. Like, it's hard to beat this. Yeah. Like, subscribe, and it has stopped working. Bye-bye.